The MSU Reading Series offers students, staff, and community members an opportunity to meet with authors of many different genres. The most recent visitor to the series was Adam Day, author of Model of a City in Civil War. Day has received numerous awards for his work, as well as top-notch reviews in several countries. Murray State's first reading series of the spring semester welcomed Adam Day for his work in the collection Model of a City in Civil War. Day read samples of poetry from the book and also surprised listeners with some of his newest pieces of work.
7 years. So whenever I do readings, I try to read like something from the book so people have an idea of whether or not they might actually want to buy it. Like for my own enjoyment, I tend to read newer work. And the work that I chose tonight, I really do choose shorter work when I'm doing readings because...
Seen throughout his pieces in Model of a City in Civil War, Day advocates for the importance of work written about real-world issues and controversies.
I think it's different for different people. I know a lot of people who write just for themselves and really, they're processing things. They're figuring things out, like how they feel about complicated situations. I think with published authors, it's the same, but often the issues are often like broader, right? So it might be more about, an historical event or about the environment or racism or whatever. But when it's all said and done, it's still a process of trying to figure something out.
In his personal poetry, Day endeavors to use words that evoke an image in the reader's mind.
I would just say that it's grittier, it's definitely like really interested in imagery, so that the reader can actually like see what's happening in their own head, and that's where like film comes in. When I hear a poem and I can't really see it in my head, it doesn't really do a lot for me.
As opposed to inspiration from other works of poetry, Day derives inspiration for his own work from other types of writing entirely.
Reading. So I read a lot of fiction, mostly not American, mostly like contemporary fiction and translation, but also a lot of film, because I don't know, film just does so much, at once. So that's more kind of where I get my ideas from, and stuff that's happening like in the world, which poetry doesn't have enough of.
Day is the recipient of a Poetry Society of America Chapbook Fellowship for Badgett Apocrypha, a PEN Emerging Writers Award, and an Al Smith Fellowship from the Kentucky Arts Council. Considering his impressive background, Day leaves readers and aspiring writers with some advice.
Not to write about themselves. So, have you ever heard this catchphrase like, write what you know? It's terrible advice. I think the hardest thing to write about is yourself.